Welcome, everybody.
Hello, hello.
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 Shalom.
Shalom, everybody.
Move over.
Hi, Rabbi.
Shalom.
Hello.
From Scottsdale.
Move over.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, there you are. There you are.
Well, aren't I sitting next to you?
Yes, we were there.
Hello, Sarah. Take a look here.
Okay, guys, you're all live on Facebook, by the way. So whatever you're doing, you could be seen by everybody on Facebook. So,
Here I am. Here
you may
you
want to.
are over here.
Should put the beer away.
Exactly.
Rabbi, where does it show
Yes,
up?
you are here.
It's on Chabad's Facebook page.
Yeah. See,
What holiday is this?
Shavuot.
Do you know
Right
what
there.
holiday it is? I know, but
Shavuot.
what's it about?
So good to see everybody.
Listen,
Welcome, welcome. I'm going to mute everybody in just a moment. And we're going to keep it muted for everybody and just bring on the people who we're going to be hearing from tonight. But as we're getting started, just wanted to say hello to everybody. So good to see all of you. And I'm so glad you're all joining us here for this very special experience and celebration in preparation for the holiday of Shavuot. So I've muted everybody, and so happy to have everybody on. So good to see everybody. This is a very special meeting, gathering together. I get to see you, you get to see me, and we get to celebrate a little bit in preparation for this most amazing holiday. The holiday of Shavuot literally means weeks, because we have been counting 7 weeks. For those of you who have been counting every day, tonight is the last night to be counting. For those of you who haven't been counting every day, tonight is the last day to be counting. And this is a counting up. We've been counting from the holiday of Passover, when we received our freedom. We became free people, but free without a purpose, without a guide, without a reason, can be very, very damaging and very dangerous. And so immediately God tells us, as soon as we're free, God says, I have something for you. I'm not giving you freedom without a context. I'm giving you freedom with a context. And in order for that freedom to work, we need to prepare ourselves for it. And so we get ourselves ready. We prepare, and we prepare by counting the Omer, by counting it every single day. And it's not just counting it, just saying the words. The idea is to really prepare ourselves. The holiday greeting that we give, the Hasidic Chabad greeting that we give for Shavuot, is Kabbalat HaTorah b'simcha u'bepnimiyut. Kabbalat HaTorah, you should be able to receive the Torah. B'simcha, with joy, u'bepnimiyut, and take it personal, take it all the way inside, really, really take it in. And as many of you know, I turned 50 on Pesach, on Passover, and in the Mishnah, it says that when you turn 50, it's you become the age of counsel. You can give counsel. But my uncle sent me a note saying that actually in the Chabad tradition, what does it mean to that you can say counsel? It means that you can actually receive counsel. And that's because you're finally humble enough to be able to, you're actually humble enough to be able to finally receive. Receiving is something that requires humility. You have to be open. And so when you're younger, you think you know everything, you're the top of the world. But as you get older, you become, life humbles you. God humbles you. And you realize you don't know everything. And so it is at this time where we bless each other that we should be open. We should be really open and available to receive. And the older we get, the more open that we should be to actually receiving, to listening, to having that humility, and to really receive it, to receive a gift. God, Hashem is giving us a gift, the greatest gift. Hashem is giving us his Torah. And we're getting married to Hashem because the Torah is our relationship with God. And so this is a really, really beautiful and very, very special time. And I'm so happy that we can at least share this time together here. We have some very, very special guests and some very, very special people. And so we're going to first start off with Basi. We're so happy that we could be doing this together. We spent all day working hard getting those packages together for everybody, those of you who came by to pick them up, those we delivered to. And in case you didn't get the, we don't have any more packets left, but we have the booklet, which is a beautiful, beautiful booklet. And we have a beautiful booklet, and it's worth coming all the way here just for the booklet. It's got the whole Shavuot, do it at home, do it yourself guide. And they really did a great job. It has the some of the prayers. It has something to learn, to study about the Ten Commandments. And here it is. Do it yourself Sinai. It's beautifully printed, and it's got 30 some odd pages in there. It's got really, really good stuff. It's got Yisker in there. It's got everything in there. So in case you didn't get one,
we still have
25 copies. First come, first serve. Yeah. We can also send you a PDF if you would.
Just text us.
Right. Yes.
If you want it.
So, Bas, what do you have to say to everybody?
Gosh, if anybody told us last year we'd be celebrating Shavuos like this year, we'd be like, what are you talking about? But here we are. So we're going to make the best of it, and we're going to Shavuos it at home. So it's great to see you all tonight. Such a nice crowd we got on here. So many friends. It's a joy to be here with all of you, and I'm excited. I'm excited to hear from all of our special guests. I'm excited to do this together with all of you, and we're going to make this the best Shavuot yet, somehow. And by being on tonight, that's going to help us make it a very meaningful holiday. And what we have to do right now is, I feel like, look at the screen, look at all the beautiful people joining tonight, and take it all in. Take it all in. Take in the great spirit of unity that we have. And we're so blessed to have such a beautiful community of so many loving and caring. I just look at this screen. All of you make me smile. You're just amazing. And thank you for being here. And let's enjoy tonight together.
Yes, indeed. So we're going to bring on our first very special guest. I'm very honored to have my parents. My mother usually does a JWC Friday night event, and unfortunately this year it was canceled, but we have her now on the Zoom with us. I'm going to unmute my mom. Can't believe my mother's on. I put my mother on mute. How terrible is that? That's your mother on mute. I'm going to be punished for that. So I unmuted you, Mom.
You are already forgiven, Zalman.
Oh, okay, good.
You are already forgiven.
Need to highlight you also. I'm going to do that also.
Have a green box around me.
Ah, now everybody can see you. Oh,
Perfect.
how are you, Mom?
Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. We thank God every day.
So good to see you. Everybody's so happy to see you. Just seeing you, Ma, is like you already made the day. So you already made everybody's day just by coming on.
I
So
see
it's
everybody nodding their heads in agreement. You're the queen of our community. You know that.
Exactly.
Okay, can we start?
Yeah.
Go for it.
first of all, let me say hello to all my very dear friends in Mission Viejo and all the other people who are on tonight. I know some relatives are on. Good to see you all, even though I can't see you. I know that you can hear me. And I wanted to share with the women specifically a thought for this Shavuos and the time that we find ourselves. I was talking to my brother. I have a brother, his name is Ben Sion. Speaking to him about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he shared something very interesting with me that I would like to share with you. When synagogues started closing and men's mikvahs started closing, he said, you know, it's interesting that men can no longer daven with a minyan. They cannot have the reading from the Torah on Shabbos. They can't hear the Torah being read. They cannot go to the mikvah. But the women, they still have all their 3 mitzvahs that are particular to the woman intact. They can still bake challah, keep the kashrus in the home. They can still light their Shabbos and Yom Tov candles, bring the holiday and the Shabbos into the home. And the mikvahs for the women did not close. So right now we are in the midst of reading about the Jews in the desert and how God instructed them to build a tabernacle. And he said the following to them, quote unquote, build for me a sanctuary and I will dwell in them. So the question is, in them? Shouldn't it say, and I will dwell in it? I will dwell in this tabernacle that you built for me? So the interesting answer that the rabbis tell us is that when God said, I will dwell in them, he was referring to every one of us, that every one of our homes is considered a mini sanctuary. And who is the foundation of this mini sanctuary? The Jewish woman. She is the foundation. She is called the Akeret Habayit, the mainstay of the home. And therefore, because the woman is the mainstay of the home, and we are now all at home, God could not take away the mitzvot that we have to do. Where the men can no longer do the mitzvot that they were commanded, Hashem did not take away our mitzvot and the things that we have to do to continue to be the mainstay and the foundation of our homes. So I want to wish every one of you a beautiful Yom Tov Shavuos. Like Rabbi said, we should receive the Torah with joy, first of all, simcha, and secondly, with sincerity, with inwardness. That's the way we greet each other for the holiday of Shavuos. Enjoy your children, enjoy the milchiks, enjoy the holiday. We go straight into Shabbos without a break. We go from holy to holy. It should be a wonderful time for the Jewish people everywhere that they are found. So good Yom Tov and good Shabbos. And thank you, Zalman and Basi, for giving me this opportunity to address this wonderful, warm, incredible community that you have established.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mom. Oh. Hello, Todd.
Hi there.
David Winkle is happy to see you.
I'm happy
So is
to
everybody
hear.
else.
Happy to see me. I'm assuming you'd like me to say something.
Yes, we'd love to hear from you. Everybody give a thumbs up if you'd like to hear from my father. Yep. Got 2 thumbs up from everybody.
Whoa, Letty, happy anniversary. Letty and Ed. Mazel tov.
Yes, Tom.
Okay, I actually planned to say something else, but I decided to move to this. And that is that there are 2 types of mitzvahs. There's one type of mitzvah that you have a responsibility to see to it that it gets done. And then there's another type of mitzvah that not only do you have to see to it that it gets done, but you have to do it. So for example, cheesecake. You can't make an agent to eat cheesecake for you. You have to do it yourself. When it comes to giving tzedakah, to helping poor people, you can make an agent. You give the money to an organization that takes care of the poor, and they take care of the poor for you. The holiday of Shavuot is one of those that you just can't make a shliach. You can't make an agent to study Torah for yourself. You have to do it yourself. How much do you have to study? Depends on the individual. Some people have more time. Some people have less time. The rabbis tell us that if a person only has a moment in the morning to say the Shema and a moment at night to say the Shema, has fulfilled his obligation of meditating in Torah day and night. And so each and every one of us, as we come to the holiday of Shavuot, and let me just wish my sincerest blessings to my children and to your entire community, that it should be a very sweet and happy Yom Tov, but that we should accept upon ourselves the responsibility that we have to study Torah, because that is our connection to Hashem. The more we study, the more connected we become. And may it be that each and every one of us should overcome the challenges that we have in making that decision and carrying out the decision, so that God will send his blessings to all of us, that we'll be able to get together in shul and sing and dance with the coming of Mashiach. Thank you very much. I'm done.
Amen. Thank you so much. Between my mother and my father, we have over 100 years of education. Wow. That's unbelievable. And we are so blessed to have you so close, even though unfortunately we are not able to be too close during this time, but still close by, and to be able to have our children be in such close proximity to such wonderful grandparents. It's really a great, great blessing. And so thank you so much for sharing your inspiration, your love with our community. It's just a big blessing. Thank you so much, and a good Yom Tov to you.
Amen.
And hopefully you'll stay on, because we got some more surprises coming up.
We are definitely staying on.
Okay, great. Excellent. Surprises for me too. We'll see what happens here. But my father just said about doing mitzvahs. And so we're going to do the mitzvah that I mentioned earlier, which is the mitzvah of counting the Omer. And so if you haven't had a chance yet to count the Omer, now would be a great time to count the Omer. So we'll do the counting of the Omer. If you're able to stand up and count the Omer, it's better to do it standing up. We allow the flow of energy to flow through us as it comes down and joins us down here. And so this is for today, not for tonight. This is for today. I'll say it first in English. Today is 48 days, which is 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
And 6 days of the Omer. In Hebrew, we'll say it Hayom,
Hayom,
Shmona,
Shmona,
Va'arba'im,
Va'arba'im,
Yom,
Yom,
Shehem,
Shehem,
Shisha,
Shisha,
Shavuot,
Shavuot,
Vishisha,
Vishisha,
Yamim,
Yamim,
LaOmer.
LaOmer.
May be seated. May the merciful one restore unto us the service of the Beis HaMikdash to its place speedily in our days. Amen. Selah. Okay, I got to put myself back on as the spotlight. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Okay. Okay, it looks like my sister and brother-in-law are on with us. Is that correct? Let me see. Where do I see them? Are they on? I see them up here. Oh, there she is. Okay. We are so excited to be doing this. I have my sister Chani and her husband Mendel moved to Maui, of all places, to open a kosher farm there. And the two of them are really incredible people, and they really enjoy and love being on a farm and having a kosher farm. And this is very, very much connected to Shavuot, and I'm hoping that my sister Chani and my brother-in-law Mendel will give us a little insight into that. So without any further ado, I'm going to unmute you, Chani, and highlight you. That's you, right? There you go. Hello, Chani.
Hello,
Hi, everybody. How are you guys today?
So great. Happy to see you.
I want to introduce you for a second here, Hani, because some of the people in our community might know you from a long time ago, but some don't know. And so I'd like to just give a quick one to all, especially the Hebrew school families. So there's the famous Aleph Champ, which is your name on your screen. You're called Aleph Champ, and that's because Hani invented Aleph Champ. So all the Hebrew schools, everybody who's using Aleph Champ, it's thanks to
Honey, how many
Hani.
schools use it now?
I have no idea. Like between 800 and 900, I guess.
Wow.
At least.
Yeah. Baruch Hashem.
It's so nice to
Honey
be.
also directed and was a head counselor and directed our camp for many summers and brought so much joy to so many children. And we're so blessed to have had Hani work here for so many years. We love you, Han.
I love you too. It was amazing. I missed that camp.
So we're going to do something different this year. You don't have this opportunity regularly on Shavuot to be literally on a mountaintop. You know, you are on a mountain there, so it's like being on a Har Sinai, on a farm, in a dairy farm, with oh my goodness, so many things there. So this is a real treat for us to be able to have you on with us and to give us a little insight, a little tour, so let's go for it, huh?
Okay. So I am in middle of making a bunch of dairy things for Shavuot. One of the things I'm making is a goat milk ice cream. And we're going to make it a chocolate goat milk ice cream with the cacao that we're growing here on our property. So we're roasting the cacao. We're going to blend it. So it's going to be full-on Maui Kosher Farm Shavuot ice cream, which is really exciting. And I want to take you to meet Mama Goat and Butter and Sufi, who are 3 female goats. We recently sold 4 of the baby goats, and we just kept one of them because the males you have to sell. You can't keep males with the females together. So we have a lot of milk coming from our goats, which is actually perfect for the holiday of Shavuot because now we're making cheesecakes, whatever we're making. I'm making a broccoli quiche. Everything's getting a little bit of that goat's milk because we can't get the Chalav Yisrael cow's milk here on the island. So it's perfect for us. So I'm going to take you for a little walk. And I'm going to introduce you. Hello, Ellie. Welcome to the call. I'm going to introduce you to the farm. Let me flip you around. And I just hope that I don't lose reception. So you'll let me know, Zalman or Basi, if at any moment we lose reception. This is Koa, first member of our farm, and some of the plants that we are growing. And I'm going to take you for a little tour. So first of all, welcome to Maui. For any of you who have not been to Hawaii, you're welcome. And you'll have to come for a farm tour here at our farm. This is our tiki torch menorah that we light on Hanukkah, made out of tiki torches. And actually, I'm going to take a quick detour. I hope I don't lose reception, but we are in the midst of an incredible project, which is we are building a mikveh here on our property, and it's in full swing. They're building the roof and the whole structure around it. Am I coming in clear?
Yep, you are. You're still there. We still hear you.
We lost you for a minute, but then you came back.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I'm going to get closer in over here.
There we go.
So that's our mikveh project. Okay. Sorry. So somebody's asking where in Maui. We're in Wailuku, so we're not too far from the airport, which is Kahului. These are some of our chickens. These are all hens, and we get eggs from every single day. They're ready for dinner, so I'm going to have to come back and give them dinner. And this is some tomatoes that were planted by the chickens that are growing right outside the chicken coop. We did not plant these, but oh, I'm seeing the flock is running. Let me get there. Do you see the farmer? I don't know if you could see the farmer. And but there you see all of our sheep running. Mendel, they're going to go out. And we're surrounded by trees. These are all. That is a duck. We have ducks and geese and quails and chickens and that we do different events in. It's a little bit of a mess right now. Don't look too closely. Anyway, Zalman, you have any questions for me while I walk over to Mendel?
Yeah, can you give us a little insight as to the significance of all of these things and how they're connected to, actually may be better if you don't go to Mendel because we can't really hear you. So maybe go closer back to your source. But I want to talk a little bit about the significance of these things and how they're related to Shavuot. So you're...
Okay, so first of all, my husband always had a dream of having a farm, a kosher farm. And the purpose was for the Torah to come to life in a farm setting, because there are many of the mitzvot that have to do with farming. And most of us are not aware of those mitzvot because we're on farms anymore. And so a huge part of our lives here is learning how to integrate the different elements of Judaism when it comes to farming. For example, you're not allowed to eat before you feed your animals. That's one of the mitzvot. So we feed our animals before we feed ourselves. That's something that we do every single time, every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And then we have different elements of just the produce that grows on this farm and how you know, what kind of blessings you make on the different fruits and vegetables, and knowing how they grow and why they are the blessing that they are. And, you know, just being able to, for example, before a holiday to slaughter a lamb in the kosher way. My husband is a shochet, and he's able to slaughter his own animals. He slaughters the chickens that we raise for meat and the lambs that we raise for meat, and, you know, learning the laws of kosher and being able to practice the Judaism in such a rich environment, like, forget about being on Maui, but just living in nature and being on a farm, which I did not grow up on a farm or in nature. So this is a big life change for me. Really been eye-opening to practice Judaism in such a rich and vibrant environment like Maui.
Wow. That's incredible, honey. And also the, you know, what it reminds me of is the lusciousness of Maui is very reminiscent of Sinai Desert. It's very similar.
Well, actually, it says that Mount Sinai, in honor of the giving of the Torah, it suddenly bloomed and there were flowers and it became a beautiful mountain. So I think that Maui represents the desert at the giving of the Torah. How about that?
Yes, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And what's the significance of dairy? What is the...
Why we have dairy on the holiday of Shavuot?
Yeah.
That's the question. So,
Yeah,
okay, so there's many reasons. The basic reason is because when we got the Torah, we received all the rules of kosher, and the Jewish people didn't know yet how to do the proper slaughtering or salting of the animal to remove the blood, all of the different things. So they ate dairy. But another reason is that dairy represents kindness and meat represents severity. This is from a Kabbalistic perspective. And on Shavuot, we want to represent the kindness and the chesed of Judaism and of God. So have milk. That's a very short version of a very long and amazing topic that my husband actually taught. But, you know, it's amazing how everybody knows that Shavuot, you have cheesecake. Like who doesn't love cheesecake? Except for me, I'm lactose intolerant. I think you are too, Zalman. But I'm still joyful for everyone else who has cheesecake.
Yes. Oh.
Does anybody want to ask Hani a question?
Put it in the chat. If you have a question, put it in the chat. But thank you, Hani. This is unbelievable. I've never actually been to the farm.
So who wants to go? Who wants to go visit Hani? Who wants to do a community trip to visit Maui Kosher Farm? Raise your hand. Who's in?
And Basi, we should do a women's retreat for all of your Torah and tea women. Bring them all here. Torah and tea on the farm.
Yes, thumbs up to that. Yes.
I'm seeing a question from Alita about if there's a blessing to say when you milk the goats or sheep. There is no blessing that's said. However, the fact that we are supervising the milking, we're the ones who actually do the milking. So we're obviously supervising it. So it becomes a level of kosher, which is called Chalav Yisrael, which is very, it's rare to find Chalav Yisrael. If you find something that's OUD, it's kosher, but it's not Chalav Yisrael. So for us, you know, since we keep a standard of Chalav Yisrael, we are very grateful to have sheep's milk and goat's milk. And as Mark Simmerand mentioned, we have mangoes and avocados and papayas. We have tons of banana. We have coffee bean and cacao and coconut right in front of me. I'm standing here. I don't know if you guys could see it, but I want to show you these. We're just getting the avocado coming in. So there's just right in front of my face some avocado, really nice. My husband did not grow up farming. He grew up in Jerusalem and in a, you know, a Jerusalem stone apartment house building with his family, surrounded by people. And this was always his dream because he is a private chef. And yeah, Zalman, do you want to read me some of the questions? Because I feel like they're coming in. Do we grind our own coffee? We did try grinding our own coffee, but oh my gosh, it is so much work to make 1 cup of coffee. So I just rely on Costco and Starbucks for my coffee. I too much work. Although the chocolate, we on Tu B'Shvat, we planted tons of cacao trees. So we're really looking forward. We also have macadamia nuts. We live adjacent to fields and fields of hundreds, if not thousands of macadamia nuts. And we want to make chocolate covered Chalav Yisrael macadamia nuts here on the farm. So it's a very ambitious project.
Yes.
Making us all very hungry and jealous.
Oh my gosh, it sounds amazing. Dara wanted to know if you sell your produce, meat, or eggs.
We sell eggs. We just had a farmer who ordered 21 dozen eggs from us.
Wow.
So that's nice to be able to sell 21 dozen. We don't always have 21 dozen at any given time. We are growing etrogim. We just planted. I sprouted. And we sell bananas. Sometimes we do sell avocados when they're in season. And we have star fruit that we also have sold to local, it's called Kumu Farms. And they just want to sell local farmer products. But we're not so good at selling things. We're better at inviting people over.
Sounds like a Marcus.
Sounds like it.
Connie, how big is the farm? Somebody just asked.
We're on 1.5 acres. Right now we're just renting, but our landlord is Jewish and he's the one who's been very, very supportive of what we're doing here. I'm trying not to block while so Mirz Hashem, one day we'll be able to purchase, but some bananas. Here's a few bananas growing right here. And there's hundreds of banana bunches at any given time. And here I'll just show you how they grow. This is really amazing. They start with this purple flower and then this tail comes out and then the bananas start coming in. So that's that.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing, Connie. Thank you. It's such a treat that, you know, it all comes together, you know, with Shavuos, with the greenery, with the dairy, and you're on a mountaintop in, you know, a nice quiet place. Wouldn't call it a wilderness exactly, but it's definitely remote and isolated. And so you get to really receive the Torah in a very, very profound, beautiful way, very, very close to nature. So we're, as you can tell, everybody here is jealous of you, that's for sure.
Yes. Sarah asked,
how many guests can visit at a time?
Well, to sleep over or to visit? To visit, 500 people at a time.
Wow.
To stay over, I mean, I just made up that number. We have a lot of property. So if you like, we just recently did a Torah celebration. My husband wrote and had a Torah written in memory of his father and his sister. And we celebrated here. There was about 200 people. That was really special, but it wasn't even fully packed. But as far as sleeping over, we have 2 cottages that we rent from our landlord when, if there's tourists in town or people who want to stay for Shabbat. So it's really 2 families at a time. And if you're happy camping out, then we could host a lot of tents. Not everyone's up for that. But I just wanted to, I think my time is almost up, but I wanted to say that for all of you who are jealous of my amazingly beautiful life over here, you should just know what I battle, okay? So I'm battling the mold. I'm battling cane spiders that are like the size of my palm almost. They're not dangerous, but they can freak you out, let me tell you. And we're, you know, all sorts of geckos, and we're living in the jungle. So it's nature and the cane grass. Oh my goodness. You go outside and you do some landscaping or some cleaning up, some gardening, you go away, you come back 2 weeks later, you can't even tell you did any work. It's quite frustrating, but for everything, there's the balance, right? So when you're living in the city, you don't have all this beautiful, lush nature, but you're also not battling the elements. So just want to let you know not to be too jealous.
Thank you, Khani. We feel a little better.
Who's Kosher Maui?
Maui Kosher Farm, that's our website, maui-kosher.com.
Oh, but who's Kosher Maui? Who is that?
Is that Mendel?
Oh, Kosher Maui might be Mendel, yeah. Is he on?
I'm unmuting him. Just did.
Mendel, can you say hello?
Of course. Do you see Esty eating the banana leaves?
One second. Let me find you.
Where are you? We're going to highlight you.
There you are. There you are.
Oh my gosh.
That's Esty. The goats, there's goats and sheep. Goats are easy up, so they're looking to climb higher up. And this is Esty. She's about 3 months old, and she figured out how to get on an old banana tree, and now she's eating the leaves of a younger banana tree. Of course, there's not enough greenery around here on the ground, so she has to come and eat the banana leaves. They love they love vegetables. So goats and sheep are, halachically, you're allowed to own sheep even if you live in the city, but if you live in the city, you're not allowed to have goats on your property because they're considered destroyers. When they get into a field or somebody else's property, they'll destroy everything they see. So right now, this is one of our cottages, and we have our team of lawn mowers and landscapers. They're working very hard, as you could see. I hope you could see what I'm seeing. Are you able to see?
Yeah, we can see. Yeah, now we can see.
So these are, they come out here and they make sure that the grass doesn't grow too much. And as you can see behind me, wherever they're not working, the cane grass is about 8 or 9 feet high.
Wow.
And this is just one big jungle. And if you were wondering what macadamia nut tree looks like, this is a macadamia nut tree. And all these little flowers that you see, these white flowers, those are the flowers before the macadamia nut comes out. And if I get closer, you can see these are the macadamia nuts. They start off small, and then they become bigger, and then eventually they drop on the ground. And the reason why macadamia nuts are so expensive is because you cannot shake a macadamia nut tree like other nut trees to get all the nuts down, because it's a season that runs 6 months from July till January. And every day the macadamia nuts that are ready just fall on the ground, and you have to go and pick the macadamia nuts. And if you would shake the tree, if you shake the tree, what happens going to get? You're going to get all the macadamia nuts, even the small ones, not only the ripe ones. So you just have to wait. And every day, when people that own macadamia nut trees, every day they go out in the morning and they collect the macadamia nuts. Now, most macadamia nut trees, farms grow in areas where there's very cheap labor, and people just go out and pick it by hand. They don't have real machinery. Some places they do, but that's why it's so expensive, because a lot of manual labor.
Wow.
So this is the little jungle or heaven or Garden of Eden that we live in. Unfortunately, you are one of the only Marcus members that still hasn't made it out to Maui. But
yes, it's definitely on our list. It's on our list, Mendel. Thank you so
Mission
much.
Viejo's keeping us very busy. But this is getting very tempting. Myra wants to know if you pay the people who work on your farm, or are they volunteers? Who wanted to know that?
Well,
Oh, somebody else wanted to know that.
so
Okay.
the Maui Kosher Farm doesn't have any employees. We only have free people that come and work, like my wife and I. We basically work for free here. We give all of our time to the farm, the animals, the people that come here. And then we have occasionally people that come and help us out. Very, very often we have people that promise to come and help us out and never show up. And so the only hired help that we pay for is actually we're building a mikveh right now on the property, and that is a full-blown project that we're paying people, a contractor, to come work. But otherwise, we try and do it on our own and enjoy it, because farming is it's not a job, it's a way of life. And if you don't enjoy it, you shouldn't be doing it.
Mendel.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, good. Well, we want to wish you, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time and giving us a behind-the-scenes tour of Maui Kosher Farm. We want to wish you a Kabbalas HaTorah B'Simcha B'Pnimis. It should have a very meaningful, lovely, beautiful, uplifting, surreal Shavuos on Maui on the Kosher Farm, and we look forward to come visiting you very soon. You come visiting us, so we meet up in Eretz Yisrael with Mashiach.
And we'll have to do part 2. This was just part 1 of the farm.
Part 1, exactly.
So a lot more we want to see and ask you, so we'll definitely have to do it again.
If I may just add one little thing before I go, and that is I was learning yesterday about Shavuos, and we know that Shavuos, whenever you ask somebody, what do you know about Shavuos, they right away talk about the cheesecakes and the blintzes that they're eating. And I was learning from the Rebbe, and the Rebbe discusses the idea of the milk is chesed, it's kindness, because it's white, and also the more you take, the more it gives. And I learned it on my own here by the farm. The more I milk the goats, the more milk I get. And the less I milk the goats, the less milk I get. So that's the idea of chesed, of always giving and always saying yes and always being there for others. And that's what the goats and the sheep and the cows are. The more you milk, the more milk you get. And that's
beautiful.
Thank you, Mendel.
That's a beautiful part. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that with us.
And
thank you for being with us.
Everybody. And I hope you made the 12 kinds of cheesecakes for the 12 tribes, yeah?
At least.
At least. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and now we're going to be moving on. We did our Inspire. We learned. We got educated about things. And now it's time to do a little rejoicing with my youngest sibling, my youngest brother here, Eli. Hello, Eli.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Baruch Hashem. Hello to everyone in Mission Viejo.
Thanks for staying up so late for us. I know you're back on East Coast time.
I'm just getting to work.
Well, we heard from our parents. They shared some inspiration. We got to get a tour of the farm and figure out all the things you can learn on a farm about Shavuot. And now we're going to get from Eli, my very talented youngest brother, who shares his talent with the world in a very beautiful way.
Thank you, thank you.
And you're all set up there. Amazing.
Well, I got to adapt to the times.
Exactly. So what do you got for us, Eli? What are you going to do for us tonight to rejoice for this upcoming holiday of Shavuot?
All right, a couple of tunes that I'm sure everyone is familiar with. And actually was talking to Chaim, our brother Chaim, earlier today. And Jerry Schubert's name came up. He was looking for a track.
Yes.
So I want to just say publicly a thank you to Jerry for giving me my first keyboard, my first electric piano. Many months ago.
How old were you then, Eli?
11 or 12, maybe. I don't remember exactly, but around maybe 13.
Jerry Schubert.
Who remembers Jerry? Raise your hand.
Yosef Ben Yitzchak. Unfortunately, he's gone to heaven, but he was a real main part of our show for many, many years in our community, a real pillar. And we're very sad. He passed away on Purim, so his yahrzeit is on Purim.
Oh, wow.
He was always a person who rejoiced and made other people happy. So thank you for mentioning and remembering him.
We played a good few Purims at Chabad with him.
Exactly.
And okay, so we'll let me know if the balance is okay with the piano and the voice, but make sure nothing is too loud. So far, so good.
Yep.
All right, so get my reverb on. So of course we're going through a difficult time, but most important is not to be afraid. לא לפחד כלל. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. Everyone feel free to sing along. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. והעיקר והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. The whole entire world is a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge. The whole entire world is a very narrow bridge, a very, very narrow bridge. But the main thing to recall is to have no fear, have no fear at all. But the main thing to recall is to have no fear at all. והעיקר והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר והעיקר לא לפחד כלל.
Woo!
Good job,
Thank you.
Eddie.
That is amazing. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Thank you,
Awesome,
thank you.
awesome.
L'chaim.
Yes. L'chaim, l'chaim.
So I put out my first studio album about 5 years ago, and I was introduced to one of the greatest Hasidic composers of today's day and age. And the first song that he composed for me, I think we probably met around this time of the year. And the producer that introduced us brought a medrash. And he said, his name is Yossi Green. He said, Yossi, I want you to compose a song for this medrash. And it's a well-known medrash that tells tells us what was going on in the world at the exact moment when God gave the Torah, gave the Ten Commandments. And the medrash says that all the world was still. Everything was quiet, and it goes through all the animals. The birds didn't chirp, and the cows didn't moo, and the ocean didn't sway, and even the angels were quiet. And the whole world went silent, and just the voice, God's voice, rang out and gave us the Torah, I am the Lord your God. So The song is called Kol Torah, which means the voice of Torah, or the sound of the Torah. And it goes like this. Kishenosan HaKodesh Baruch Hu Es HaTorah. Oh, hi, Ma. Didn't realize you're watching. Tzipoir Eloi Tzavah Oif Eloi Parach Shoir Eloi Go'o Ifanim Lo Yofu Serofim Lo Yomru Kodosh Hayom Eloi Nizdaza Habriyois Loi Diberu Uyelahu Oilam Sheisei Umacharish Kishenosan HaKodesh Baruch Hu Es HaTorah Tzipoir Eloi Tzavach Oif Eloi Parach Shoir Eloi Go'o Ifanim Lo Yofu Serofim Lo Yomru Kodosh Hayom Eloi Nizdaza Habriyois Loi Diberu Uyelahu Oilam Shoisei Umacharish V'yotzo HaKoim V'yotzo HaKoim Anoichi Hashem Eloikecho V'yotzo HaKoim V'yotzo HaKoim Anoichi Hashem Eloikecho Tzipoy Loi Tzavah Oif Loi Parach Shoir Loi Go Ifanim Lo Yafu Serafim Elom Yomru Kodosh Hayom Loi Nizdaza Habriyois Loi Diberu Uyelahu Oilam Shoisei Umacharish Tzipoy Loi Tzavah Oif Loi Parach Shoir Loi Go Ifanim Lo Yafu Serafim Elom Yomru Kodosh Hayom Loi Nizdaza Habriyois Loi Diberu Uyelahu Oilam Shoisei Umacharish V'yotzo HaKoim Torah Das ist given der Enshtirkoi Torah Anoichi Hashem Elokecho V'mashefes Koi Tomoiro V'yotzo HaKoim Torah Das ist given der Enshtirkoi Torah Anoichi Hashem Elokecho V'mashefes Koi
Wow.
Kol Torah, thank you.
Hey, Pastor Carl, that is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing with us the meaning before, so we knew what the words were about. The beautiful, beautiful song.
Sure.
Well done.
Thank you.
And this is going to be a great intro to the next part that we have here. And that is, we're going to do a special prayer for the pandemic. I found a very, very nice prayer, and I'm going to share it on the screen. We'll read that, and then we'll do the next song, which will be the intro to the Yizkar for the martyrs. But first, we're going to do this prayer, and then we're going to do a prayer for our country. So let me share the screen here, and here we go. A prayer for the pandemic. This was created by, I believe, the Chief Rabbi of England. And it goes as follows. Creator of the universe, Master of compassion, we turn to you at this time of deep global concern to bestow your mercy upon all the inhabitants of our vulnerable world, which is now so seriously afflicted. Almighty God, who sustains the living with loving kindness, supports the falling and heals the sick, grant consolation to the bereaved families, and send a speedy and complete recovery to all who have contracted the virus, as the prophet Jeremiah declared, for I will restore health unto you, and I will heal you of your wounds, says the Lord. Blessed with strength, those who are suffering. Blessed with resilience, those in isolation. Blessed with hope, those who are despondent. Blessed with wisdom, all those who seek a cure, and bless with compassion all those who offer comfort. Bless the leaders of our nations. Give them and their advisors knowledge and foresight to act with wisdom and sincerity for the well-being of all whom they serve. I was going to read it a little bit for us. Yes.
Bless the doctors, nurses, all healthcare professionals, and key workers who tirelessly seek to heal and help those affected, while in so doing, put themselves at risk. Open our hearts in prayer and our hands in generosity to guarantee that the physical distance this virus creates between us will be bridged through compassion and kindness. Almighty God of healing and hope, at this time of heightened global awareness of our mutual interdependence, enable all of humankind to appreciate the strength that comes from being united in concern and love, rather than divided with hate and prejudice. As we look to the future, may you endow all people with the capacity to build and sustain societies of unity, tolerance, harmony, and peace. O Lord, our rock and salvation, lead us speedily from despair to hope, from fear to trust, and from the dread of death to the celebration of life. May this prayer of mine come before you at a propitious time, and may this be your will. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to ask Mark Frauman, who is a veteran. We just celebrated Memorial Day, and it's our tradition that we always ask all of our veterans, those who have braved and went to war for our safety, for our freedom, and so on. And we really, really honor them, and we're so thankful to have them as part of our community. And so I asked Mark to be the representative of all those who have served in our military, in all the different fields, to read this prayer for our country, because we want a blessing for our country. We want a blessing for all those who are putting their lives on the line. And we want to thank all those who are doing everything they can to make this more easier for everybody and risking their lives. And so, Mark, are you on?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
A prayer for our country. Creator of the universe, master of compassion. May it be your will to bless our beloved country, the United States of America, with peace, security, and protection from all evil. Grant our government and leaders the wisdom and compassion to serve the needs of their constituents and the fortitude to stand up against all adversity. Allow this land to continue to flourish and be an example of morality and decency to all of mankind, and merit the fulfillment of King David's prayer. May there be peace within your walls, serenity within your mansions, and may only goodness and kindness pursue us all the days of our life. And let us say, Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Mordechai. Thank you so much. And now, normally we would be doing the Yizkor on the second day. And by the way, if you're home and you're able to, you should be saying the Yizkor on Shabbat, but it's more beautiful and more meaningful when we do it all together as a group. And so therefore, we are doing it together.
Yeah, it's in here.
It's in this booklet.
For those of you who got it.
And we will be reading some of it tonight.
Ellie still has a few more songs,
Yes,
so don't leave.
Yeah, don't leave. We got plenty of music coming. This is just part of it. And so we're going to be moving to the remember part of the evening tonight. And we're going to start off with a special song to get us into the right mood for this next prayer we're going to be doing. Ellie, take it away. What song are you going to be playing for us?
So this song is called Ani Mamin. How's my bandwidth?
Sounds good.
Okay.
You sound good.
All
yeah.
right. And quick story behind this the song. Some say the melody was actually composed on a train to Treblinka. Others say that the melody was composed earlier, but the tunes were set to the words were set to the tune on the train to Treblinka. And
What do the words mean?
Ani Mamin, that I believe with complete faith from the 13 principles of faith of Maimonides, that we believe in the coming of Mashiach, that no matter what troubles we're going through, we still await the coming of Mashiach every day and every moment. So we have this very special song that the composer promised to anyone on the train that could get off, could escape, and bring this song to the free world, bring it to his Rebbe, to the Majutzer Rebbe. He promised him a portion of his world to come. And a young man jumped off the train and survived and made it to America. And we have this song here today called Ani Mamin. Yani Mamin, Ani Mamin, Yani Mamin, Be'emunah Sheleimo, Be'vias, Be'hamoshiach, Be'vias HaMoshiach, Ani Mamin, Be'vias, Be'hamoshiach, Be'vias HaMoshiach, Ani Mamin, Yani Mamin, Ani Mamin, Yani Mamin, Be'emunah Sheleimo, Be'vias, Be'hamoshiach, Be'vias HaMoshiach, Ani Mamin, Be'vias, Be'hamoshiach, Be'vias HaMoshiach, Ani Mamin, Yani Mamin, Ani Mamin, Yani Mamin, Be'emunah Sheleimo, Be'vias, Be'hamoshiach, Be'vias HaMoshiach, Ani Mamin, Yani Mamin, Ani Mamin, Yani Mamin, Be'emunah Sheleimo, Be'vias, Be'hamoshiach, Be'vias HaMoshiach, Ani Mamin, Be'vias HaMoshiach, Be'vias HaMoshiach, Ani Mamin, Be'vias HaMoshiach, Be'vias HaMoshiach, Ani Mamin.
Wow. So moving. Ellie, you do it so beautiful.
Thank you.
This is a beautiful intro to, we're going to do a special Yizkor for those martyrs, those who lost their lives. We were given the special task of saying Yizkor for children that died during the Holocaust. It was given to us by one of the women in our community who couldn't make it to shul anymore and said, please, Rabbi, could you do the Yizkor for the people who no one's saying Yizkor for? And so we think about all the people who obviously lost their lives sanctifying the name of God, and especially those who lost their lives in the Holocaust. And so we look for someone who's very much an advocate, someone who's very much connected to it. We always turn to Mark Simmerant, Mordechai, another Mordechai, to read the prayer for us. I'm going to unmute Mordechai. Let's see. Okay, Mordechai, you unmuted?
Hello.
Hello, I'm going to share the screen. And thank you, Mordechai, for being on. Both of your parents are Holocaust survivors, and you've been a great advocate on their behalf and always educating people about it. So thank you very much for everything you've done and you continue to do. And it's very, very special for you to be able to read this Yizkor for the martyrs.
God, full of mercy, who dwells on high, grant proper rest on the wings of the divine presence in the lofty levels of the holy and pure ones who shine like the glow of the firmament. For the souls of all my relatives, both on my father's side and on my mother's side, the holy and pure ones who were killed, murdered, slaughtered, burned, drowned, and strangled for the sanctification of the name. Through the hands of the German oppressors, may their name and memory be obliterated, because without making a vow, I will contribute to charity in remembrance of their souls. May their resting place be in the Garden of Eden. Therefore, may the Master of Mercy shelter them in the shelter of his wings for eternity, and may he bind their souls in the bond of life. Hashem is their heritage, and may they repose in peace on their resting places. Now let us all respond, Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Mordechai. Yasher Koach. Hashem should bring lots of blessings to you and your family.
Thank you.
And the memory of all those that you represent. And you should continue to make them proud and make sure that their passing will never be forgotten.
And I want to take a moment to thank Monique for everything she has done this year for our Chabad Center in the Hebrew School. She's been a God-sent angel. Thank you, Monique. The two of you are so incredible, and we're so thankful to you both. Yay, Monique.
Thanks for your cheesecake. We can't wait.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
It's good seeing all of you on here too.
Yes. Now we go back to Ellie as we introduce the next part.
All right. I know, bear with me 1 second. My computer is dying. I gotta grab my charger. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, go ahead. While Ellie goes to get his charger. So coming up, we have the Yizkor for the IDF, for those in our Holy Land who have put their life on the line to protect our land, protect our brothers and sisters living in the land of Israel. It's a very, very special mitzvah. I heard a story recently that there was someone who wrote into the Lubavitcher Rebbe, to the Rebbe, saying that there is no special times when you're supposed to go to the burial place of a very holy person. And he didn't know where to go, he didn't know where to find it, and he was having a hard time getting there. But he really wanted to pray at a very holy place. And so the Rebbe said to him, go to any cemetery where anyone who served in the IDF is buried, because every single one of them is a tzaddik. Every one of them is righteous, and your prayers will be answered through their offering their help to bring your prayers and offer them, get them speedily answered. So I thought that was very, very profound and beautiful. How beautiful those who risk their lives to save other Jewish people. Literally, they are tzaddikim. They are the righteous. And so we have a special couple that's going to be doing the Yizkor for us, both in Hebrew and in English and in Hebrew. And we're going to call them up. And that's Jeff Safrir and Sharon Inbar. They are a couple. Let me find them and highlight them.
There you are.
Oh, there they are. I unmuted you, so you jumped over here. Okay, there you go. Let me spotlight you guys. So they both served in the IDF, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yes. And so we're very, very honored to have.
The Navy.
Both in the Navy.
Oh, wow. So it's very, very special to have both of you on and to be able to say the Yizkor. So we're going to do the Yizkor, and then we'll do the musical portion that is connected to the Yizkor. I'm going to share the screen, and it looks like we're going to be doing it first in English,
Okay.
and then in Hebrew.
Yizkor prayer for the IDF. May God remember the souls of his heroic children, the fighters of the Israel Defense Forces, who fell in the wars of Israel in defensive, retaliative, and security actions and during the fulfillment of their duty, including the souls of the underground fighters and brigades who fought in the national struggle, all those who sacrificed their lives for the sanctification of God's name. And with the help of God, the Lord of Israel's campaigns, they brought about the revival of the nation and the state and the redemption of the land and the city of God. They were quicker than eagles and stronger than lions as they volunteered to assist the nation, and they saturated our holy land with their pure blood. The memory of their self-sacrifice and heroic deeds will never disappear from us. May their souls be bound in the bond of life with the souls of Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and with the souls of the other heroes and martyrs of Israel who are in the Garden of Eden. Amen.
Amen. Oh, Sharon, we got one more for you. A prayer for the land of Israel.
Okay, one second. Let me move the. Okay.
I don't see very well. Okay. The other one, I had a piece of paper in front of me. Okay. Prayer for the land of Israel. Creator of the universe, master of compassion, may it be your will to bless all our brethren living in the land of Israel and the soldiers who stand guard over its borders on land, in the air, and at sea. Render our enemies impotent and harmless, and crown our soldiers with victory. May the Holy One, who is blessed, protect and deliver our brethren from all trouble and distress, and from all affliction and illness. And may God send blessing and success to all their endeavors, together with all your people Israel. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Oh, whoops. 1 second. The Hebrew is gone. Okay.
She just added it on the Google Slides.
Okay. Let me go back 1 second. Let's see.
I have it. I can read it off the paper.
Okay, go ahead.
יזכור אלוהים את נשמות חיילי צבא ההגנה לישראל שמסרו נפשם על קדושת השם ונפלו גיבורים במערכות ישראל למען ארצנו הקדושה, עיר האלוהים ומקום המקדש, מנשרים קלו מאריות גברו, בצאתם להנחיל ניצחון עולם לישראל. זכר הקדיתם ומעשה גבורתם לא יסופו מאיתנו לעולמים, ונפשותיהם תהיינה צרורות בצרור החיים, עם נשמות אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, ועם נשמות שאר גיבורי ישראל וקדושיו שבגן עדן, ונאמר אמן. אמן.
Amen. Thank you so much. Now, let's see if Ellie is back. Ellie, are you back?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, great. So we have some beautiful music for that's connected to the land of Israel. Let me highlight Ellie. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Okay. A couple songs I'm sure everybody knows. Avir harim, tzalul kayayim, v'reach oranim. נישא ברוח הארבעים לכל פעמונים ופטר דמרתי לן ואבן שבויה בחלומה העיר אשר בדד יושבת ובליבה חומה ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושלו הלא לכל שירייך אני כי הינו ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושלו הלא לכל שירייך אני כי הינו ושלו הלא לכל שירי אני הינו ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושלו הלא לכל שירי אני הינו העובדים בארץ אשור והנידחים בארץ מצרים ובאו העובדים בארץ אשור והנידחים בארץ מצרים והשתחוו לשם בהר הקודש והשתחוו לשם בהר הקודש והשתחוו לשם בהר הקודש והשתחוו לשם בהר הקודש בירושלים, 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 בירושלים. והשתחוו לשם בהר הקודש והשתחוו לשם בהר הקודש והשתחוו לשם בהר הקודש והשתחוו לשם בהר הקודש בירושלים, 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 בירושלים,
Wow. Ellie, that was amazing. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
We do have one more Yisker to do. You have a few minutes? You stay on a little bit?
Sure, sure.
Okay, so, you know, this is a very, very special time to think about our family, those who are no longer here with us physically. And so we're kind of up and down like a yo-yo. You know, it's a joyous time. it's Shavuot is coming, but you think about all the people who are no longer with us. At the same time, we hope and pray that Mashiach is going to come. We'll be reunited with them. So it's up and down. It's very, that's his life. Until Mashiach comes, it's always this mixture of the happy and the sad. And so we're going to switch to the Yizkar. Now, obviously, best is to do it on Shabbat, and this is the personal one that each one does on their own for their family, for their parents, for their loved ones. We'll put it up on the screen just for a moment because it really, we could be here. Everybody can take their own time. But we do want to honor these people, so we're going to read them. We'll leave it up there long enough so people could read it, and we'll go through them. And then after we reflect and connect with our loved ones, we should realize that they're celebrating. They're not sad. They're celebrating. I mean, they're sad that the Mashiach isn't here yet, but they're in heaven. They want to be with us. They have their life. They have their family around them as well, and they can't wait to come back and be with us here with Mashiach coming. But they're in heaven. They also celebrate. Not only do they also celebrate, they really celebrate. They really want to celebrate down here, but there's a great celebration that happens in heaven as well. And so once we can go through the sadness of that we're not going to be able to be with them physically, we can then go to the spiritual joy that we're going to be with them spiritually. We're both going to be celebrating together, and the joy they're going to have in watching us do the mitzvahs for them, because they can't do mitzvahs anymore. And all the mitzvahs that we do on their behalf will bring them great, great joy. So I'm going to share the screen. We'll do the Yizkars, and then we'll close it out with some songs of peace, some songs of happiness, of being together. Ali, I'll leave it up to you. You get the talent here. But I'm going to share the screen. So we'll take a moment now, be a moment of silence where we can each, those of us who have, God forbid, lost a parent. So we'll start off with parents, since we have to honor our parents at all times, including after their passing. Normally, if we're in the synagogue, we do rise out of respect for our parents. If you're able to, you should also stand in your room, wherever you are. If you have a yarmulke, make sure to put on the yarmulke or a cap. And now would be the time to conjure up an image of them, a smiling image, a happy image of them, where they're happy, pleasant. That's how they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing in heaven. And to take a moment to reflect about them, think about them, figure out what it is we can do that can honor them. What would be something really, really special that would be meaningful to them now that they're no longer in their body. They are now a soul. What would be a soul thing that we could do for them? What kind of mitzvah that would be extra meaningful for them? And we think about that as we ask God to remember their soul. Those of you who have the booklet, you can do this on Shabbat. Those who don't have the booklet, I'll be sending out a PDF of this. It'll be in the email that I'll send out tomorrow. But you'll be able to have plenty of time to reflect upon them. We're now going to go to those who have a Yizkar for any relatives. Last one for an extended family. You can really put in any person, doesn't have to be even a family member, anyone who you'd like to add in. You can add into this extended blood family or friends or people that you know. This is so beautiful. I'm so glad you all are with us. It's a very, very special moment where we can all be together. We can be together in sadness. We can be together in joy. We can be together even when we're not supposed to be together. Even when we can't be physically together, our hearts are close, our souls are close, and that should bring us great joy. I can't thank my family enough for coming on to the Zoom here and sharing their talent with us. I'm so blessed. We are so blessed. And thank you, Ellie. It's already 11:30 at night, and you're still up with us. I am so thankful to you and so appreciative. You really made this evening tonight. Thank you, Chani and Mendel. Thank you, everybody. So
And thank you all for joining.
everybody for joining. Unbelievable. We've had our such a big crowd, and on Zoom we have a big crowd on Facebook. So thank you all for being here with us. And Ellie, what do you think we should go with?
Find a good key. Let's see. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. הוא יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם. שלום, שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם. שלום, סלאם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם. סלאם, סלאם, סלאם עלינו ועל כל העולם. סלאם, סלאם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם.
Wow.
Thank you, Ellie.
Thank you, Ellie.
Pleasure.
Yes,
Wish
your call
everyone
to end it.
Thank you. A wonderful Shavuot to everyone. and have a wonderful summer. And God willing, we'll see everyone soon.
We hope so.
Happy and healthy.
Say hi to Zizi and the kids.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ellie. Chag Sameach to everyone. We're going to allow to unmute yourself at this time if you'd like to share something. I'm going to stop the live stream. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And if you'd like to stay on and unmute yourself, we'll do that in just a moment. Okay, now we'll unmute everybody.
So we're not on Facebook. Just us now.
Rabbi, your wife is looking fabulous.
Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. And if you want to share, you can unmute yourself.
We'd love to hear from you.
Yes.
I am, are we unmuted?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. This was just beautiful. And thank you for the wonderful Shavuot packet and for sending it over. And I so appreciate it. And I just love you all. It's just such a pleasure to see all of you. Thank you so much.
We love you too, all of you. Thank you, Alida.
Music was beautiful. And Hani looks just like your mom.
Exactly, yes.
That was great. I love the Maui part.
Yes, Kathy, you got to go there.
Yes, I can see you fitting in.
Because there's a lot of farms, like my grandparents have worked on organic farms. I don't know that this is necessarily organic, but that's why I said workers, because it's an acronym for like a volunteer organization where people can, the young people can sign up on the internet. I was wondering if she was having volunteers come there.
Yeah. Wow. Anybody else want to share? So happy to have everybody on.
Thank you, Rabbi Nasi.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for joining.
A very, very happy and healthy Shavuot, and receive the Torah truly and sincerely, with integrity, with beauty, with joy, with happiness, with rejoicing, with inspiration, with education. Make it the best Shavuot yet. And hopefully soon, when things become more reasonable, we'll figure out how to get us all back together in Chabad, in the shul, with all the safety measures in place and so on. So we're looking forward to working this all out.
Thank you, Rabbi. It's Andrew. Thank you, Basi. Love that.
Welcome.
Hey, Andrew, that's right. We have a bunch of musicians on here tonight. We had Andrew on, we had Morley on. So,
all the
Ron Imbar on, also another musician. Andrew, you were saying?
I ate all the cookies in one. I ate all 6 cookies at one time.
Yeah.
Great.
Rabbi, you guys do well. Thank you.
You
so
too.
much.
You too. Hi, Brooklyn. I get to see you twice in one day.
Say it again.
Thank you for all the treats.
Oh, you're so welcome. Enjoy them and have a very fun and meaningful Shavuot.
You too.
Thank you.
Hi, Zalman.
I think it's a while.
I forgot who it was. Yep.
Yeah.
So it is. Okay. Anybody else want to?
Just
want to say,
program.
Rick, go ahead.
I just want to say thank you so much. It was really enjoyable, and looking forward to getting together.
Oh, amen. Very soon, hopefully, yes.
Love the sing.
You want me to sing? Wendy?
Carol.
I love the sing along.
Yeah. We'll have to do more of that.
Definitely.
Everything was so nice. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Yes.
It's such a treat to see you, Carol.
It's more of a treat to see you all. Thank you.
This is one of the benefits we have of quarantine, right?
I know. It's like
join our
being there.
programs.
So cool. Thank you.
Take good care.
Letty, do you want to unmute?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Hasameach, everybody. And we are going to eat cheesecake.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mazel tov on your anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye to many more healthy and happy.
Yes, yes. Amen. Amen.
We have a special treat. We have somebody here from Israel who's
Oh
on.
my gosh, Sherry, what time is
Sherry.
it in Israel?
It is, hello everyone. It is 6:30 in the morning. I
Oh,
missed a little bit of the first bit because I hit snooze again on my alarm, but such a beautiful, I caught the farm, Ellie, everything. So it's been amazing. Thank you so much, and Hag Sameach to everyone. And I'm so happy and blessed here. I get to hug my grandchildren and be with them, and it's amazing. So I miss you all. I love you all. Hag Sameach. And
You
thank you
too.
very much.
Thanks for joining.
Hug Sameach. Hug Sameach. And we have from Seattle, we've got the Gammons here, Greg and Rosalind, Gershon.
We really enjoyed the service. Everyone was wonderful. You have a unbelievable family. And Sherry, we love and miss you as well.
I love you guys. I miss you so much.
Such a great reunion here.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Rabbi, I think you could have your greatest offering from Zoom campaigns.
Exactly.
Until we can see you in person.
Yes, exactly. Chag Sameach, yes. Anybody else want to share?
Rabbi, just thank you very much, Chag Sameach, to the whole Marcus family, extended Marcus family from the Kaufman's family. It was extremely inspiring. So believe me, we'll do our best to transfer it to the next generation.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the deliveries today.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thanks for letting me do it.
You're so good.
Well, hi, and be
We're
well.
so blessed with such a beautiful community. Really.
No, that's because of you.
Aww.
Gershon, you want to say something?
I was just saying, the beauty of your family, l'chaim to you. Be well, stay well, until we see you again. Thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank
L'chaim.
you. L'chaim.
If anybody wants to stay on, we can do the counting of the Omer for for tonight, the last night. So if you want to stick around, we'll actually do the counting of the Omer. That's the final day. So you stick around. Margot, you want to say something? Margot, did you want to say something?
I'm just explaining to the kids the counting. We're good.
Oh,
Thank you for
okay,
a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Thanks for
You're
joining.
welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to wear my hat and jacket, and we're going to do the bracha. Last night.
Wow. Last night. Been counting for many weeks now, and we've arrived, almost arrived. It's pretty amazing. We all survived all this time in quarantine. We're doing good. I'm proud of everyone. I know it's not easy, but we're all hanging in and doing the best we can.
Right.
So we'll start off with the Shema. If you know it by heart, sing it along with me. If not, oh, that's right. Ina's on. Ina's a Holocaust survivor.
Ina, you're a Holocaust survivor. We salute you.
Yes, take our hat off to you. We're so happy you're part of our community, and I'm so happy about that. So if you're with us, you just cover your eyes with your right hand. We'll say the Shema together. If you know it by heart, great. If not, I'll say it and you'll answer. You'll say it after me. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha B'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavach hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'chiltecha b'beitecha u'v'lechtecha v'aderech u'v'shabecha v'kumecha u'kshertam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha Uchatam amezuzo betecha uvisharecha. And now, if you're able to, please rise for the last counting of the Omer, the final count of the Omer. What an exciting moment it is to be counting the Omer. I'll make the blessing and you'll say Amen, and then we'll count together word by word. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu al sfiras haomer. Hayom Tisha ve'arba'im Yom Shehem Shiva Shavuos LaOmer. Today is 49 days, which is 7 weeks of the Omer. May the merciful one restore unto us the service of the Beit HaMikdash to its place speedily in our days. Amen. Selah. Amen.
Amen.
We did it.
We
did
it.
We did it. Wow, gorgeous in Seattle. What's going on?
Just want to give you sundown services.
You still have sun there?
Yes. Doesn't get dark till 9:45.
Look how dark it is out here. It's
black
out here.
Ah.
Wow, that's nice.
Right.
That is very nice. Thank you for giving us a little sunset. That's beautiful.
Thank you. Come see us anytime.
Yes, we got to come up there. Well, thank you so much all for joining us. We wish we could be physically together and celebrate, but for now, we're getting our community together. And in some ways, I mean, listen, we never have that kind of an event for Shavuot. But because of the circumstances, we got something really special that we don't usually get. And I think this should be the future, you know? Should do these kind of things more often. These are really beautiful, beautiful ways for us to really turn our homes into our own little synagogues, our own little sanctuaries, our own little homes for God, and really, really increase our homes' vitality and connectedness to the infinite and to the beyond infinite, to God, because that's our special connection that we have, and that's what Shavuot is really all about. So thank you all for joining us. Love you all. Have a very, very meaningful, beautiful Chag Sameach. As we say in Chabad, Kabbalat HaTorah b'simcha u'beptimiyut. May you receive the Torah. May you be open to be able to really receive the Torah and to let it come into you rather than you deciding and making it conform to you. Rather, let it come to you. And let us receive God and receive the Torah with open hearts, with open minds, with open souls. And we should do it with joy and with happiness. And it should be in a way that really, really, it's real. It's real to us. Not just something that we go through the motions, but it becomes real and becomes really who we are from the inside out. So I want to wish you all a very, very meaningful Shavuot. And again, if you haven't yet had a chance to pick up one of those booklets, we still have them. And we will be here tomorrow during the day. Just send us a message and we will get it to you. And with that, we're going to sign off here and use the last day of the counting of the Omer. We just counted the Omer. Now we have to make the last day really, really count. Just as a FYI, the tradition is that during the time from the beginning of Passover until the day before Shavuot, the Chabad tradition is we don't cut our hair. And this year, everybody was doing the same thing. Nobody cut their hair. Everybody was complaining they didn't cut their hair, but they didn't realize they weren't supposed to cut their hair. So for the first time, everybody was doing exactly what they were supposed to do, not getting a haircut. And when did they say that you could get a haircut? Now. Now they opened up. Now that it's time. Now that the Torah says you can get a haircut, the government said you can go get a haircut. It's absolutely unbelievable that we know. So everybody's just complaining about their hair. This is the way I look every single Erev Shavuot. It doesn't matter, pandemic or no pandemic. This is how overgrown I look every Erev Shavuot, because I don't take a haircut for all this time. So want to wish you all a good night. Get a good haircut tomorrow in honor of Shavuot, and have a Shabbat Shalom and a meaningful one. Thank you, Mom, for being on the entire time. My mother. Gotta unmute yourself. I'll unmute you. There you go.
Shepping Nachas was very,
Oh.
very beautiful, Zalman. Thank you so much for getting the community together, my children together, all in one beautiful package.
Yes, this is your. This is what you brought this to the world. You. You're doing.
The community is outstanding, and it's not a wonder that it's such a good shidduch between the rabbi and the Rebbitzin and this community. It's a perfect shidduch. Whoever made this shidduch must have been made in heaven, because they fit like a glove, a hand into a glove. You should continue to encourage each other and to grow from each other, because that's what has happened.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen.